Tonight, we're learning a member of Jeffco Public Schools' executive leadership team was fired due to an active criminal investigation. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Mark Salinger. David Weiss was the chief of schools, right under the superintendent and deputy superintendent. Now News reporter Ria Jha has new details on what we know.
A man with a 21-year-long career erased completely from the Jeffco Public Schools website. The executive title and biography of David Weiss, the now former chief of schools, was swiftly taken down after he was terminated, effective Thursday. The Jeffco Sheriff's Office confirmed they have an open criminal investigation involving Weiss. They say since it's ongoing, they can't confirm any other details. According to his biography we found before it was taken down, Weiss's 21 years of experience in public education includes 10 years with Jeffco. Previously, he was an elementary school principal and assistant high school principal. Before that, 8 years teaching math and science at a Denver middle school. Other than the statement confirming his termination, the district has given zero details about what's going on due to the investigation. Whatever it is, we do know that it was serious enough to prompt immediate action from the district.
So no charges have been officially filed yet, so we don't really know any specifics about the type of crime that may have been committed. I spoke with 2 school board members who told me that an email about Weiss's termination was sent out only to principals in the district. They weren't willing to share that email with us. Ria Jha, 9 News.
Ria, thank you. President-elect Donald Trump has said that his planned mass deportations will begin right here in Colorado. So less than a month before he takes office, the mayors of the 2 largest cities in the metro area are taking different stances on whether they'll cooperate and help. Aurora has, of course, been at the center of false claims that the entire city was taken over by Venezuelan gangs. This week, Aurora police announced it is seeking charges against 11 suspected Tren de Aragua gang members for a kidnapping at a troubled apartment complex there in Aurora. The mayor told me yesterday his city will help ICE deport people here without documentation under the Trump administration.
We will work with immigration services, with ICE, as much as we are legally allowed to under state and federal law. I mean, we have never been a sanctuary city, and we will cooperate as much as legally possible.
So that stance is very different from Aurora's neighbor to the west. Denver Mayor Mike Johnston told me he supports deportations for people who've committed crimes while in the U.S. illegally. However, he says he's willing to go to jail to stop deportations that he finds illegal or immoral.
Trump's new border czar, Tom Homan, has said that he is willing to arrest leaders like yourself for standing in the way of these policies that they want to enact. Would you be willing to go to jail for these things?
Yeah, I'm not afraid of that. And I'm also not seeking that. I think the goal is we want to be able to negotiate with reasonable people how to solve hard problems.
Kaufman seems to be placing a lot of blame for Aurora's gang problems on Johnston. He accused the mayor of Denver of, quote, human dumping yesterday and said that Aurora wouldn't be facing the problems it is if Johnston hadn't sent migrants to Aurora. He didn't provide any proof of that happening, and the mayor of Denver denies it. A man is in custody this evening after a stabbing near the library in Boulder. Boulder police say officers got the call just after 8:30 last night. Say it happened near 9th and Arapahoe, right by the library there in the middle of Boulder. When officers arrived, they found a man with several stab wounds. He was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. No word on his condition this evening. Also in Boulder, more funding is heading to local programs in Boulder County to address opioid use. The county awarded nearly $4 million to several city, county, and community programs to help with education, prevention, and harm reduction. In total, 21 organizations were chosen, and they'll receive the funding over the next 2 years. A Jefferson County man is set to spend the rest of his life behind bars for his role in the deadly shooting of a woman in Lakewood last year. A jury convicted Patrick Placencio on several charges last month, including first-degree murder for the death of 22-year-old Amanda Bobian. In April of 2023, Lakewood police responded to a home where they found her body on the front porch. She was the mother of a now almost 4-year-old child. Placencio's brother was also involved. He was sentenced to 2 years in the Department of Corrections. Well, yet another potential government shutdown has now been avoided, at least for now. Right before the midnight deadline to fund the government, Congress passed the American Relief Act of 2025, and today President Joe Biden signed off on that bill. Third time the charm for Congress. Earlier this week, 2 other spending bills were shot down after Elon Musk voiced his concerns of the bill, effectively killing it. Then a Trump-backed plan failed to pass on Thursday. The new bill extends government funding into March and includes disaster relief and farming provisions. The bill does not include a suspension of the debt limit, which Trump had been demanding that Republicans address. Want to switch now over to the weather, take a break from the headlines and head outside because it was a beautiful day, sunny skies, temperatures in the 60s. It is not exactly feeling like Christmas right now. I want to bring in 9 News Weather Impact Team meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen because, Corey, seriously, it's like a shorts and t-shirt day outside. You don't need to bundle up like December.
It is. I mean, and it doesn't feel like Christmas, and it doesn't feel like the first official day of winter either, because the solstice happened this morning. Most people go by that as the official start of winter. Here in Denver, sun's going down, still 60 degrees, but we came 1 degree away from tying a record again. So that's 2 consecutive days here where we missed a record by 1 degree. Honestly, I'm okay with that because I hate it when it just spikes up there for 5 minutes, touches the record, and you call it a record day. It was generally a middle to upper 60s kind of day, though, very warm. And we'll have another warm one tomorrow likely, but the clouds are going to return to the area. But despite the clouds that we'll see tomorrow, I think we still make it above 60 degrees. The record for tomorrow is 70. I don't think that's going to happen unless it's very unusual records here. Warm, dry Sunday going into the day tomorrow. That could carry on into Monday for just a little bit. We have mountain snow showers starting on Monday. We'll have another round of mountain snow showers on Wednesday, and then another on Friday. So it stays active, but we're not looking at a big storm on any of those. The Christmas storm could impact the Front Range, including Denver, with a little rain-snow mix. I'll have some details on that coming up in the full forecast.
Well, if you enjoyed the beautiful weather up in the mountains, I hope you weren't at Winter Park, or at least I hope you weren't on the gondola at Winter Park. It was a wild day up there. The gondola malfunctioned, leading to hundreds of people needing to evacuate from the lift. Yes, being lowered down there. You saw that video. Luckily, no one was injured. This comes on the first weekend of the new Winter Park Express train, taking people from downtown over to the resort. Still going on right now with those evacuations off the lift, we're told. They're almost done with it, but it took about 4 hours or so, almost 5 hours to get everybody off that lift. Well, the Heisman Trophy is in Boulder. Travis Hunter celebrated his big win at today's CU men's basketball game. Even put on a basketball jersey and showed off his hoops for a bit. Want to go out live to 9 News sports reporter John Treach, who's in Boulder, covering it all for us. And John, it's really not fair how good of an athlete Travis Hunter is.
Well, good evening. It's Celebration Saturday at CU. You better believe we had the basketball team, the bull-bound football team, and yes, that 45-pound piece of bronze history for all to see. Holy Heisman, close to 1,000 fans waited to see the Heisman Trophy that was won by Travis Hunter 1 week ago. Pictures, poses, and possibly tears were involved. When else can a buff stay stationary? Travis Hunter warmed up with the Buffs basketball team, took pictures, and delivered another memorable day in Boulder.
It was really cool because it has so much history behind it, and I think it was also just good to see because Travis deserves it so much because he's the best player in college football.
I think a physical trophy, makes the success that we've had so real for the first time in a long time.
The Heisman, the football team being honored, basketball team winning. How would you describe it?
I'd say it's a really good day for Colorado.
Yeah, she said it best. Tell you what, the basketball team also won by 24. They're 9-2 heading to the Christmas break. Fair to say the sun is shining in Boulder. Reporting, John Treach, 9 News.
The Heisman back in Boulder for the first time in 30 years. John Treach, appreciate it. We'll be back to you later in the show.